This is Aaron with Cinema Decoded. Throughout history, a few directors have completely reshaped cinema. They're the visionaries behind the stories we love, the ones who made us laugh, cry, and sit on the edge of our seats. Today, we're counting down the 10 best directors of all time. This isn't just about money or popularity, it's about influence, creativity, and how these directors changed the way we watch movies. From action-packed blockbusters to genre-defining classics, this list covers filmmakers who turned movies into cultural landmarks. So let's dive in, starting with number 10. We've got the comedy legend, Mel Brooks. Few directors could parody genres while still making their films timeless. Brooks gave us outrageous satire, sharp wit, and slapstick comedy that still resonates decades later. Take Blazing Saddles. On the surface, it's a Western parody, but underneath, it's a biting satire on racism and Hollywood tropes. Brooks wasn't afraid to push boundaries, and the result is a comedy that still sparks conversation today. Then there's Young Frankenstein. Rather than just mocking horror, Brooks crafted a film that felt like it belonged to the Universal Monsters era. Complete with black and white cinematography and authentic sets, it's both a tribute and a parody, which is why it endures. And of course, you have Spaceballs. A spoof on Star Wars, it turns sci-fi spectacle into pure absurdity. With memorable gags like ludicrous speed and Dark Helmet, Brooks created a film that is still quoted and loved by fans of both comedy and sci-fi. Number 9 goes to Jordan Peele. A modern entry on this list, Peele shifted from sketch comedy to horror with shocking success, proving himself as a master storyteller in just a few films. His debut, Get Out, wasn't just terrifying, it was layered with social commentary about race and privilege. Peele used classic horror tension, like the sunken place hypnosis scene, to explore real-world fears, making it a film that resonated far beyond the genre. With Us, Peele doubled down on atmosphere and originality. The idea of being haunted by your own doppelganger made audiences reflect on identity, privilege, and society's hidden divides. It combined slasher thrills with deeper meaning, proving Peele wasn't just a one-hit wonder. Even Nope deserves a mention. It blended sci-fi, horror, and spectacle to critique exploitation in Hollywood. Peele has shown that horror can be more than cheap scares, it can challenge the way that we see the world. At number 8, we have Zack Snyder, a director known for his bold visual style and mythic approach to storytelling. His work is polarizing, but undeniably influential. Take 300. Adapted from Frank Miller's graphic novel, Snyder brought stylized slow-motion battles, striking visuals, and unforgettable one-liners like, "This is Sparta!" This film redefined what a graphic novel adaptation could look like on screen. Then you have Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. While divisive, it dared to tackle the clash of two of the most iconic superheroes with a darker, philosophical edge. Snyder didn't just make a superhero movie, he made a meditation on power, fear, and accountability. And of course, we can't end this list without Zack Snyder's Justice League. After fans demanded to see his vision, HBO Max released the 4-hour cut, showing a deeper, more epic version of the Justice League story. It became a landmark moment in fan culture and director's vision. Coming in at number 7 is Tim Burton, the master of gothic imagination. With his dark whimsy, outsider characters, and signature style, Burton crafted a genre all his own. Edward Scissorhands is one of the most personal films, a modern fairy tale about an outsider longing for acceptance. Johnny Depp's performance, combined with Burton's surreal suburban visuals, turned it into a touching story of loneliness and love. Beetlejuice showcased Burton's playful side. Equal parts creepy and hilarious, it introduced us to one of cinema's most bizarre characters, played brilliantly by Michael Keaton. The mix of horror visuals with absurd comedy made it unforgettable. And while he didn't direct, Burton produced The Nightmare Before Christmas. His vision shaped the film's gothic aesthetic and haunting charm. It remains a cultural staple, embraced by both Halloween and Christmas fans worldwide. At number 6 is James Cameron, the king of cinematic spectacle. He's not just a filmmaker, he's an innovator who pushes technology and storytelling to new heights. The Terminator was a gritty sci-fi thriller that became a genre classic. With its relentless pace and chilling presence of Arnold Schwarzenegger, it set the stage for decades of action films. Then came Titanic. More than just a romance, it was a sweeping epic blending historical tragedy and intimate human drama. Winning 11 Oscars, it became one of the most successful films of all time and proved Cameron's mastery of both spectacle and emotion. And with Avatar and Avatar Way of Water and the rest that are coming, Cameron revolutionized 3D technology and visual effects. He built entire worlds with breathtaking realism, pushing the boundaries of what movies could look like. Number 5 is Quentin Tarantino. One of the most unique voices in film, known for sharp dialogue, non-linear storytelling, and genre mashups, Tarantino's films are instantly recognizable. Pulp Fiction remains his masterpiece. Its non-linear narrative, unforgettable dialogue, and mix of dark humor and violence redefined independent cinema. From the diner opening to the iconic dance scene, it proved that storytelling could be both unconventional and massively entertaining. Kill Bill Volume 1 paid homage to martial arts and samurai films. Tarantino blended blood-soaked action with stylish cinematography, creating a revenge saga that felt both brutal and operatic. And of course, we have Inglourious Basterds. Flipped history on its head, Tarantino rewrote World War II with the audacity, creating tension-filled scenes like the infamous tavern sequence. It proved his skill at combining suspense, horror, and shocking twists. Number 4 is Christopher Nolan. The architect of complex, mind-bending blockbusters, his films challenge audiences intellectually while still delivering massive spectacle. The Dark Knight wasn't just a superhero movie, it was a crime thriller with one of the greatest performances ever from Heath Ledger as the Joker. Its exploration of chaos, morality, and power made it a cultural phenomenon. Interstellar took audiences on an emotional, visually stunning journey through space and time. Nolan combined hard science with raw emotion, particularly the father-daughter bond at the film's core, creating one of the most powerful sci-fi dramas of all time. And Oppenheimer was a tour de force, a historical epic about the father of the atomic bomb. Blending IMAX spectacle with intimate character study, Nolan crafted a film that was both intellectually demanding and emotionally devastating. At number 3, we have Francis Ford Coppola, who dominated the 1970s with some of the most important films ever made. The Godfather is perhaps the definitive crime drama. With its focus on family, loyalty, and power, Coppola created a saga that is both epic and deeply human. Its influence on cinema is immeasurable. Apocalypse Now was Coppola's descent into the madness of war. With surreal visuals and unforgettable performances, it turned the Vietnam conflict into a nightmarish journey around morality and insanity. And The Outsiders showed Coppola's softer side. Adapted from the young adult novel, it launched a genre of stars and proved he could tell intimate, emotional stories just as effectively as grand epics. At number 2 is Martin Scorsese, the master of gritty realism and character-driven storytelling. Taxi Driver gave us Travis Bickle, a haunting portrait of loneliness and urban decay. Its themes of isolation and violence still feel disturbingly relevant. Goodfellas is often considered the definitive gangster film. With its energetic pacing, freeze frames, and narration, Scorsese crafted a world both alluring and terrifying, showing the rise and fall of Henry Hill. And The Wolf of Wall Street showed that Scorsese never lost his edge. It was chaotic, excessive, and brutally funny, capturing the moral emptiness of greed-fueled culture while still being wildly entertaining. Before we reveal number 1, a few honorable mentions deserve recognition. Peter Jackson brought The Lord of the Rings to life with groundbreaking fantasy storytelling, blending practical effects with epic scale. David Leitch reinvented modern action with John Wick and kept raising the bar with films like Bullet Train. Jon Favreau gave us the holiday staple Elf and helped kickstart the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Iron Man. And Orson Welles, he forever changed cinema with Citizen Kane, a film whose techniques in cinematography and storytelling are still studied today. And finally, at number 1, the Steven Spielberg. Spielberg terrified audiences with Jaws in 1975, a thriller so effective it made people afraid to go in the water. It wasn't just a hit, it invented the summer blockbuster. Then with E.T., he gave us one of the most heartfelt sci-fi films ever made. Its story of childhood friendship and wonder still resonates across generations, proving that spectacle and emotion can go hand in hand. And with Indiana Jones, Spielberg created the ultimate adventure film series, from iconic set pieces to Harrison Ford's unforgettable portrayal of Indiana Jones. It remains the gold standard of escapist cinema. Spielberg's genius lies in combining awe-inspiring spectacle with deeply human stories. He's the reason blockbusters can also have heart and why he stands as the greatest director of all time. And there you have it, the 10 best directors of all time. From Mel Brooks' comedies, to Scorsese's crime dramas, to Spielberg's cinematic wonders, these filmmakers define generations and continue to inspire. But the question is, what's your list? Do you agree with our ranking? Who would you put at number 1? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the world of film. I'd like to close out this video with a thank you to all of my subscribers. Being able to reach over 100 subscribers in just 2 videos is absolutely amazing. I appreciate all the support, and it pushes me to continue to bring you new videos every week.